The Big Bath House, written by Maclean, illustrated by Zhang. When you get to Bachan's place, you'll forget about all the time that's passed and everything that happened to get you there. You'll tumble toward her and she'll shuffle toward you, and it'll be understood. The wooden sandals will be lined up and waiting, and you'll know the aunties are coming. The aunties with their big stories and bigger purses. They'll rush toward you, and you'll inch toward them, and it'll be understood. まあ、あなたは大きくなりましたね. You'll walk down the street, your aunties sounding like clip-clopping horses, geta, 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 in their wooden sandals, and the warm wind will rustle through your yukata. At the bathhouse. Oops. Oh, until you arrive at the bathhouse, the big bathhouse. To the bath that is steaming, to your cousins all beaming. The water will flow and the garden will grow at the big bathhouse. The birds will be fed and your clothes will be shed at the big bathhouse. Note by note, the chimes will ring. Tune by tune, a voice will sing at the big bathhouse. But first comes washing. Bachan's stool is a throne. She is the queen of the baths. With a tall towel crown, she'll wash her hair, while the aunties scrub each other's backs, and the big bath waits. You'll do the soapy leg can, soapy hands, soapy knees. You'll do the wood barrel drum roll until it's time. Then, little by little, side by side, you, your Bachan aunties and cousins will slip into the big bath. A chorus of one long breath. So get up, sink right into the tub, the steaming tub in the big bathhouse. You'll all dip your bodies, your newly sprouting, gangly bodies, your saggy, shapely, jiggly bodies, your cozy, creased, ancient bodies, beautiful bodies. After the bath, the auntie's arms will open wide, and you'll be wrapped up snug in a soft cloud. While you're waiting for Bachan and the aunties, you'll find big chairs for flopping and sweet shaved ice for slurping. Then you'll say goodbye to the bathhouse, the big bathhouse. Face flushed, you'll walk into the cool night air. You'll walk through the quiet, glowing streets. Hush, the aunties will say. Shizukani, the houses are sleeping. They are so pretty when they sleep. We don't want to wake them. You'll reach for Bachan's hand, and she'll reach for yours, and it'll be understood. Some things just go without saying. Someday, you'll find the words, but for now, you have this day at the big bathhouse. As a child, I spent July and August in Japan at my grandmother's house. The moment I arrived, I stepped into a world of love and soaked it all in. The warm, grassy smell of tatami mats, the comforting sight of house slippers lined up by the front door, and the familiar clatter of teacups as the family gathered to greet my mother and me. My grandmother and I didn't share a common language, but we shared rituals, a sweet tooth, and a love of bathing. Every summer, we would take a trip to the neighborhood bathhouse with all my female relatives and raise the roof with our chatter and laughter. During our long soaks, I would feel the distance of a year dissolve. This story, close to my heart, was inspired by my childhood memories of Bachang. Because of the bathhouse, I grew up surrounded by naked bodies of all ages, shapes, and sizes. I saw breasts of women who had nursed many babies, large bottoms, saggy bottoms, grandmas with gentle rolls of fat. The idea that bodies should always be private and clothed wasn't the norm. And part of my hope with this story is to share and celebrate this other way of being. The Big Bathhouse. The end.